Lesson 1: Overcoming Task Overload.
Hi Anna, I can imagine how you overcame that issue of overloading tasks. How did you do it?
Hi John. It was definitely challenging, but I found a few strategies that helped me manage the workload.
That's impressive. What strategies did you implement to tackle the overload?
First, I prioritized tasks based on urgency and importance. It helped me focus on what needed immediate attention.
Prioritization is key indeed. Did you use any specific tools or techniques to help with that?
Yes, I started using a to-do list and a calendar to organize my tasks and allocate time for each of them.
That's a smart approach. Having a visual representation of your tasks can make them more manageable.
Absolutely. It also helped me identify any overlapping or conflicting deadlines.
Identifying conflicts ahead of time allows for better planning and prevents unnecessary stress. What else did you do?
I learned to delegate tasks when possible. It freed up some of my time and allowed me to focus on critical responsibilities.
Delegation is an effective way to distribute the workload. How did you ensure effective delegation?
Clear communication and trust were crucial. I made sure to provide clear instructions and offer support when needed.
Clear communication and trust create a positive work environment. Did you face any challenges during the delegation process?
Yes, I did encounter some challenges. It required finding the right balance and ensuring everyone had the necessary resources.
Finding the right balance can be tricky. How did you handle any setbacks or obstacles that arose?
I tried to maintain a positive mindset and approached setbacks as learning opportunities. I sought solutions and adapted my approach if needed.
Maintaining a positive mindset is important for resilience. How did you manage your time effectively amidst the overload?
Time blocking was a game changer for me. I allocated specific time slots for different tasks and minimized distractions.
Time blocking helps optimize productivity. How did you handle unexpected tasks or interruptions?
I learned to be flexible and adjust my schedule accordingly. I assessed the urgency of the new tasks and made necessary changes.
Flexibility is essential when faced with unexpected circumstances. Did you seek support from others during the overload?
Yes, I reached out to colleagues and asked for assistance when necessary. Teamwork and collaboration made a significant difference.
Teamwork can lighten the load and foster a supportive work environment. Did you take any steps to prevent future task overload?
Absolutely. I started setting realistic expectations and boundaries. I learned to say no when necessary and avoid taking on too much.
Setting boundaries and learning to say no are essential for maintaining a healthy work-life balance. How do you feel now?
I feel much better. Implementing these strategies has helped me become more organized and productive.
That's wonderful to hear. Your experience and insights are valuable for others facing similar challenges.
I hope so. It's important to find what works best for each individual and tailor strategies to their specific needs.
I couldn't agree more. Thank you for sharing your journey of overcoming task overload.
Lesson 2: Maintaining eye contact.
Hi Anna, I wanted to talk about the importance of maintaining eye contact. It can greatly enhance communication.
Hi John. You're absolutely right. Eye contact shows attentiveness and helps establish a connection.
It's a powerful nonverbal cue that conveys interest and engagement. How do you practice maintaining eye contact?
I make a conscious effort to look directly into the other person's eyes while speaking or listening.
That's a great approach. Maintaining eye contact shows respect and builds trust. What benefits have you noticed?
I've noticed that it helps me better understand the other person's emotions and intentions.
Yes, eye contact allows us to gauge nonverbal cues and pick up on subtle nuances in communication. Any challenges?
Sometimes, maintaining eye contact can feel uncomfortable or intimidating, especially in unfamiliar or intense situations.
That's true. It takes practice to overcome that discomfort. How do you manage to maintain eye contact in such situations?
I remind myself of the importance and power of eye contact. I try to stay focused and present in the conversation.
Staying focused and present is key. It shows the other person that you value their words. Any tips for beginners?
Start by practicing with friends or family in casual conversations. Gradually, you'll become more comfortable with it.
That's a good idea. Building confidence through practice is essential. How about maintaining eye contact in group settings?
In group settings, I make an effort to distribute my eye contact evenly among all participants to include everyone.
That's considerate. It ensures everyone feels included and valued. Any cultural differences to be mindful of?
Yes, cultural norms around eye contact can vary. It's important to be aware and respectful of different cultural practices.
Absolutely. Adapting to cultural differences shows openness and respect. How does eye contact impact professional settings?
In professional settings, maintaining eye contact during conversations or presentations can enhance credibility and authority.
It establishes a sense of confidence and professionalism. Any situations where maintaining eye contact may be challenging?
Some individuals may have difficulties with eye contact due to personal reasons or cultural backgrounds. It's important to be understanding and not make assumptions.
That's a good point. We should always be mindful and considerate of others' comfort levels. How do you handle distractions while maintaining eye contact?
I try to minimize distractions by focusing on the person in front of me. If distractions arise, I acknowledge them and redirect my attention.
Acknowledging distractions and refocusing is a great strategy. It shows that you value the conversation. Any final thoughts on maintaining eye contact?
Just remember that maintaining eye contact is a skill that can be developed with practice. It's worth investing time and effort into mastering it.
Well said. Thank you for sharing your insights on the significance of maintaining eye contact in communication.
Lesson 3: Sustainable Living.
Hi Anna, have you ever thought about living a more sustainable lifestyle?
Hi John, yes, it's something that has been on my mind lately. I believe it's important to prioritize sustainability.
Absolutely. I think it's crucial to consider the impact our actions have on the environment. For example, using renewable energy sources like solar power can greatly reduce our carbon footprint.
That's a great point. Another simple way to be more sustainable is by reducing our water consumption. Taking shorter showers and fixing any leaks can make a significant difference.
You're right. Conserving water is essential. It's also worth mentioning the importance of recycling. By sorting our waste properly, we can help reduce the amount of waste that goes to landfills.
Definitely. Recycling is a habit we can easily incorporate into our daily lives. Additionally, choosing reusable items like water bottles and shopping bags can greatly reduce single-use plastic waste.
Absolutely. Single-use plastics are a major concern for our environment. Another aspect of sustainable living is supporting local and organic food. By buying locally sourced produce, we can reduce our carbon footprint and promote local businesses.
I completely agree. Supporting local farmers and choosing organic food not only benefits our health, but also helps to reduce the use of harmful pesticides and supports sustainable farming practices.
That's another concern of mine. I want someone who prioritizes sustainability. It's important to support companies and organizations that share our values and have a commitment to sustainable practices.
I couldn't agree more. It's crucial to be mindful of the products we buy and the companies we support. By making conscious choices, we can contribute to a more sustainable future.
Absolutely. Small changes in our daily lives can make a big impact. It's about being aware and taking responsibility for our actions.
That's right. Every positive step we take towards sustainability matters. Let's continue to learn and share ways to live more sustainably.
Definitely. Together, we can make a difference and inspire others to join us on this journey towards a more sustainable world.
Lesson 4: Teaching Young Kids.
Hi Anna, have I ever told you about my experience teaching young kids?
Hi John, no, you haven't. I'd love to hear about it. Teaching young kids must be quite challenging and rewarding.
It definitely is. One of the key aspects of teaching young kids is keeping them engaged. Using interactive activities and games helps capture their attention and makes learning fun.
That sounds like a great approach. Making learning enjoyable can foster their love for education. What kind of activities do you find most effective?
Well, I often incorporate music and movement into the lessons. Singing songs, doing dance routines, and playing musical instruments help them learn while having fun.
That's wonderful. Music and movement can stimulate their creativity and enhance their motor skills. What other strategies do you use?
Visual aids are also essential. Using colorful flashcards, pictures, and props helps them understand new concepts and improves their memory retention.
I can see how visual aids can be quite helpful. It provides a visual representation that aids their comprehension. Do you have any tips for managing their behavior?
Absolutely. Establishing clear rules and routines is crucial. Setting expectations and praising positive behavior helps create a structured and positive learning environment.
That makes sense. Consistency and positive reinforcement can encourage good behavior and create a conducive atmosphere for learning. How do you address individual differences among the kids?
It's important to differentiate instruction. Every child has unique strengths and weaknesses. Providing individualized support and adapting teaching methods to their learning styles helps them progress.
I agree. Tailoring the lessons to their needs can maximize their learning potential. How do you foster their social skills?
Group activities and collaborative projects are great for developing their social skills. Encouraging teamwork, communication, and empathy helps them build relationships and work effectively with others.
That's fantastic. Learning to collaborate and interact with others is an essential life skill. How do you assess their progress?
Continuous assessment is vital. Through informal observations, quizzes, and hands on activities, I can gauge their understanding and make adjustments to meet their learning needs.
I see. Regular assessments help you monitor their progress and identify areas that require additional support. It sounds like you have a comprehensive approach to teaching young kids.
Thank you. It's all about creating a positive and engaging learning environment while addressing their unique needs. Teaching young kids can be challenging, but seeing their growth and enthusiasm makes it incredibly rewarding.
Lesson 5: Problem Solving.
Hi Anna, have you ever faced a challenging problem that required creative problem solving?
Hi, yes, I have. It can be quite frustrating, but finding innovative solutions is rewarding. Have you encountered such situations?
Absolutely. Recently, I had a problem at work and had to think outside the box to find a solution. It was quite a journey. What about you?
I understand. When faced with a problem, I try to analyze the situation and brainstorm possible solutions. It's important to approach it with an open mind.
That's a great approach. Understanding the problem and considering different perspectives can lead to breakthrough solutions. How do you evaluate the potential solutions?
Well, I weigh the pros and cons of each option. I consider the feasibility, potential risks, and the impact it would have on the overall situation.
That's a smart way to approach it. Evaluating the potential outcomes helps in making an informed decision. What do you do when you're unsure about the best solution?
In such cases, I seek advice from colleagues or experts in the field. Getting different perspectives can provide valuable insights and help me make a more informed choice.
That's a great idea. Collaborating with others and leveraging their expertise can lead to better problem solving. How do you handle setbacks along the way?
Setbacks are inevitable. When faced with challenges, I try to stay positive and resilient. I learn from the setbacks and use them as opportunities for growth.
That's an admirable attitude. Maintaining a positive mindset and learning from failures is crucial in overcoming obstacles. How do you ensure the chosen solution is effective?
To ensure effectiveness, I create a plan and set measurable goals. Regularly monitoring the progress and making adjustments along the way helps in achieving the desired outcome.
That's a practical approach. Having a clear plan and tracking the progress ensures that the chosen solution is on the right track. How do you reflect on the problem solving process?
John, reflection is important for continuous improvement. After implementing the solution, I evaluate the results and identify areas for improvement. It helps me refine my problem-solving skills.
That's a wise practice. Reflecting on the process allows us to learn from our experiences and become better problem solvers. It's been insightful hearing your approach to problem solving.
Thank you. Likewise, I've learned a lot from your perspective. Problem solving is a skill that can be honed with practice and an open mindset.
Absolutely. It's a skill worth developing as it can benefit us in various aspects of life. Let's continue to embrace challenges and find creative solutions together.
Lesson 6: Fitness Goals.
Hi Anna, what are your fitness goals at the moment?
Hi, I'm focusing on strength and flexibility. I want to improve my overall fitness and feel more energized. How about you?
That's great. Right now, I'm aiming to improve my endurance and cardiovascular health. I want to be able to run longer distances without getting too tired.
That sounds like a fantastic goal. Running is a great way to boost your stamina and improve your cardiovascular fitness. How are you planning to achieve it?
I'm planning to start with shorter runs and gradually increase the distance over time. I'll also incorporate interval training and cross-training exercises to enhance my endurance.
That's a smart approach. Gradually increasing the intensity and incorporating variety in your workouts can help you progress steadily. Have you thought about any specific milestones?
Yes. I've set a goal to complete a half marathon in 6 months. It gives me something to work towards and helps me stay motivated. What about you? Any milestones in mind?
I haven't set a specific event goal, but I want to be able to do a full split and hold a plank for 2 minutes. They are challenging but achievable targets for improving my flexibility and core strength.
Those are great goals. Flexibility and core strength are vital for overall fitness. I'm sure with consistent practice, you'll be able to achieve them. How do you stay motivated to work towards your goals?
I find it helpful to track my progress. Keeping a workout journal and celebrating small milestones along the way keeps me motivated. I also enjoy working out with a friend or joining group fitness classes for added motivation and accountability.
That's a fantastic strategy. Tracking progress and having a support system can make a significant difference in staying motivated. What other aspects of fitness are you interested in?
In addition to strength and flexibility, I'm also interested in improving my balance and trying new forms of exercise like yoga or Pilates. They can help me develop a well-rounded fitness routine.
That's wonderful. Balance training and exploring different exercise modalities can add variety to your routine and target different muscle groups. It's always good to keep challenging ourselves. How about nutrition? Do you have any specific dietary goals?
Yes. I aim to incorporate more fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins into my diet. I also want to drink more water and reduce my intake of processed foods. A balanced and nourishing diet is crucial for supporting my fitness goals.
That's a great approach. Proper nutrition plays a vital role in supporting our fitness endeavors. By making healthier food choices, you'll provide your body with the fuel it needs to perform at its best. It's been inspiring to hear about your fitness goals.
Lesson 7: Breaking the Ice.
Hi Anna, when meeting new people, I usually break the ice by asking about their industry or current projects. How do you initiate conversations?
Hi. That's a great way to start a conversation. I often begin by asking about their hobbies or interests outside of work. It helps to find common ground and build a connection. What else do you find helpful?
I also like to ask about their favorite books or movies. It's an easy way to discover shared interests and engage in a lively discussion. How do you keep the conversation flowing?
To keep the conversation flowing, I actively listen and ask follow-up questions. It shows genuine interest and encourages the other person to share more. Do you have any tips for maintaining a good flow?
Absolutely. I find it helpful to share personal anecdotes or experiences related to the topic. It adds depth to the conversation and encourages the other person to open up as well. What about you?
I agree. Sharing personal stories creates a more relaxed and comfortable atmosphere. It allows both parties to connect on a deeper level. Have you ever encountered a challenging conversation?
Yes. Sometimes, there can be moments of silence or difficulty finding common ground. In such situations, I try to ask open ended questions to encourage the other person to share more. How do you handle those moments?
I approach those moments by trying to introduce a new topic or asking about their future aspirations. It helps to shift the conversation and explore different areas of interest. What do you do when you want to end the conversation gracefully?
When I want to end a conversation, I usually express my gratitude for the interaction and mention that it was great getting to know the person. I then suggest staying connected or exchanging contact information. How about you?
That's a polite way to end a conversation. I do something similar, expressing appreciation for the conversation and suggesting the possibility of meeting again in the future. It leaves the door open for further interaction. How do you remember people's names after meeting them?
To remember people's names, I make a conscious effort to repeat their name during the conversation. I also associate their name with something memorable about them, like their profession or a distinct feature. What's your approach?
I use a similar approach. Repetition and association are helpful techniques. Additionally, I try to use their name when saying goodbye or follow up with a message using their name. It reinforces the memory. It's been interesting discussing ways to break the ice.
Absolutely. Breaking the ice is essential in building connections and fostering meaningful conversations. By using these strategies, we can create engaging interactions and make a positive impression. Let's continue to explore new ways to connect with others.
Lesson 8: Easy and Delicious Cooking.
Hi Anna, when it comes to preparing meals, I like making simple dishes like pasta or stir fry. What are some of your favorite go-to recipes?
Hi. I enjoy cooking too. One of my favorites is a homemade pizza with fresh ingredients. I also love making a flavorful chicken curry. What's your secret to making delicious pasta?
For tasty pasta, I make sure to cook it al dente and toss it in a flavorful sauce. I also like to add some fresh herbs and grated Parmesan cheese for an extra burst of flavor. How do you make your pizza crust so good?
I use a combination of all-purpose and bread flour for a chewy yet crispy crust. I also let the dough rise for a couple of hours to develop more flavor. What's your favorite stir-fry combination?
I enjoy a classic chicken and vegetable stir fry. I marinate the chicken in soy sauce and garlic before stir frying it with colorful bell peppers, broccoli, and snap peas. How do you make your chicken curry so flavorful?
To make a flavorful chicken curry, I use a blend of aromatic spices like turmeric, cumin, and coriander. I also sauté onions, ginger, and garlic to add depth of flavor. Do you have any tips for cooking with fresh herbs?
When using fresh herbs, I like to add them towards the end of cooking to preserve their vibrant flavors. Basil is great with pasta, while cilantro pairs well with stir fries. How do you balance flavors in your dishes?
Balancing flavors is important. I usually taste as I go and adjust the seasoning with salt, pepper, or a squeeze of lemon juice. It's all about finding the right balance of sweet, salty, sour, and spicy. What's your favorite kitchen gadget?
I love using my immersion blender. It's great for making smooth soups or creamy sauces right in the pot. It's a versatile tool that saves time and makes cleanup easier. What's your must-have kitchen tool?
My must-have kitchen tool is a sharp chef's knife. It makes prepping ingredients much more efficient and allows for precise cuts. A good knife makes cooking a lot more enjoyable. How do you experiment with new recipes?
To experiment with new recipes, I often look for inspiration online or in cookbooks. I like to try different flavor combinations or add my own twist to a traditional recipe. How do you handle kitchen mishaps?
Kitchen mishaps happen to the best of us. When something goes wrong, I try to stay calm and think of creative solutions. Sometimes, mistakes lead to delicious surprises. What's your favorite comfort food?
My favorite comfort food is a warm bowl of homemade chicken noodle soup. It's soothing and nourishing, especially during colder months. What's your go to dessert when you're in the mood for something sweet?
When I'm craving something sweet, I enjoy making a simple fruit salad with a drizzle of honey and a sprinkle of cinnamon. It's a refreshing and healthy way to satisfy my sweet tooth. It's been fun discussing our favorite recipes.
Absolutely. Sharing our love for cooking and exchanging tips makes the culinary journey even more enjoyable. Let's continue to explore new flavors and dishes together.
Lesson 9: Sweet and Creamy Frostings.
Hi Anna, when it comes to baking, do you have a special frosting recipe? I always make a cream cheese frosting. It adds a delicious tanginess to cakes and cupcakes.
Hi. Frostings are the icing on the cake. I love making a classic buttercream frosting. It's rich, creamy, and versatile. What's your secret to making a perfect cream cheese frosting?
To make a perfect cream cheese frosting, I make sure to use softened butter and cream cheese. I also sift the powdered sugar to avoid any lumps. How do you achieve a smooth and fluffy buttercream frosting?
For a smooth and fluffy buttercream frosting, I beat the butter until it's light and creamy before gradually adding the powdered sugar. A splash of milk or cream helps to achieve the desired consistency. What's your favorite flavor to pair with cream cheese frosting?
I love pairing cream cheese frosting with carrot cake. The combination of the tangy frosting and the moist, spiced cake is simply irresistible. What's your go to dessert to showcase buttercream frosting?
My go-to dessert to showcase buttercream frosting is a classic vanilla cupcake. The fluffy cake and creamy frosting complement each other perfectly. How do you add different flavors to your frostings?
To add different flavors to my frostings, I incorporate extracts like vanilla, almond, or citrus zest. I also experiment with adding cocoa powder or melted chocolate for a chocolatey twist. What's your favorite way to decorate a cake with frosting?
I enjoy using a piping bag and different tips to create decorative patterns with frosting. Swirls, rosettes, and borders can add an elegant touch to a cake. How do you ensure your frosting stays in place?
To ensure my frosting stays in place, I refrigerate the cake or cupcakes for a short while after frosting them. It helps the frosting set and maintain its shape. How do you make your frostings more colorful?
I use food coloring to make my frostings more colorful. Gel or paste colors work best as they don't alter the consistency of the frosting. It allows for vibrant and eye-catching designs. What's your favorite occasion to make a frosted dessert?
I love making frosted desserts for birthdays. It's a special occasion that calls for a delicious and beautifully decorated cake. What's your secret to achieving a smooth and professional-looking frosting?
My secret to achieving a smooth and professional-looking frosting is using an offset spatula. It helps to spread the frosting evenly and create a polished finish. How do you store leftover frosted desserts?
To store leftover frosted desserts, I keep them in an airtight container in the refrigerator. It helps to maintain the freshness of the cake and the consistency of the frosting. What's your favorite frosting to enjoy straight from the spoon?
When it comes to enjoying frosting straight from the spoon, I can't resist a luscious chocolate ganache. It's smooth, velvety, and utterly indulgent. It's been delightful discussing our frosting preferences.
Absolutely. Frostings add that extra touch of sweetness and flavor to our baked creations. Let's continue to explore different frosting recipes and keep our desserts deliciously tempting.
Lesson 10: Irresistible Chocolate Mousse.
Hi Anna, I have a question for you. Do you have a foolproof recipe for chocolate mousse? I want to make a perfect one that everyone will love.
Hi. Chocolate mousse is a decadent treat. I have a recipe that never fails. Would you like me to share it with you?
Absolutely. Please share your foolproof chocolate mousse recipe. I can't wait to try it out.
Alright, here's what you'll need. Start by melting dark chocolate and let it cool slightly. In a separate bowl, whip heavy cream until soft peaks form. Then, fold the whipped cream into the melted chocolate until well combined. Finally, refrigerate the mousse for a few hours to set. It's that simple.
That sounds easy enough. I'll give it a try. By the way, do you have any tips for melting chocolate without it seizing?
Yes. When melting chocolate, it's important to do it gently. Use a microwave or a double boiler, and stir the chocolate frequently to prevent it from overheating. If any water comes into contact with the chocolate, it can cause it to seize and become lumpy.
Thanks for the tip. I'll make sure to be careful while melting the chocolate. How do you achieve the perfect texture in your chocolate mousse?
To achieve the perfect texture in chocolate mousse, it's crucial to fold the whipped cream into the melted chocolate gently. This helps to incorporate air and create a light and airy mousse.
That makes sense. I'll be sure to fold the whipped cream carefully to maintain the mousse's texture. Do you have any suggestions for serving chocolate mousse?
Absolutely. Chocolate mousse can be served in individual glasses or ramekins. You can also garnish it with whipped cream, chocolate shavings, or fresh berries for an extra touch of elegance.
Those are great serving suggestions. I'll definitely add some whipped cream and chocolate shavings on top for a beautiful presentation. How long should I refrigerate the mousse before serving?
It's best to refrigerate the mousse for at least 2 hours. This gives it enough time to set and allows the flavors to meld together. However, you can also refrigerate it overnight for a firmer texture.
I'll plan ahead and refrigerate the mousse overnight. This way, it will be perfectly set and ready to enjoy the next day. I can't wait to taste it.
I'm sure it will turn out delicious. Chocolate mousse is always a crowd pleaser. Just remember to savor each spoonful of that rich and velvety goodness.
I absolutely will. Thank you for sharing your foolproof chocolate mousse recipe and all the helpful tips. I'm excited to make it and share it with my friends and family.
Lesson 11, Adventurous Safari Dreams.
Hi Anna, have you ever thought about going on a safari in Africa? It sounds like an incredible adventure.
Hi. Yes, I've always dreamed of going on a safari. The opportunity to see wild animals in their natural habitat is truly amazing. Which African country would you choose for a safari?
It's a tough choice. But I've heard that Tanzania and Kenya are popular safari destinations with diverse wildlife. What about you? Any particular country you'd like to visit?
I've always been fascinated by South Africa. It offers a unique blend of wildlife, stunning landscapes, and vibrant culture. The Kruger National Park is a must-visit for its abundant wildlife. What animals would you hope to see on a safari?
I would love to see elephants, lions, and giraffes. They are such magnificent creatures. And witnessing a leopard or a cheetah in action would be a thrilling experience. Have you looked into different safari options?
Absolutely. There are various types of safaris, including guided tours, self-drive options, and even walking safaris. Each offers a different level of adventure and allows you to connect with nature in unique ways. What kind of safari experience appeals to you?
I think a guided safari would be ideal for me. Having an experienced guide who can navigate the wilderness and provide insights about the wildlife would enhance the overall experience. Do you have any concerns about going on a safari?
Safety is always a top priority. Before embarking on a safari, it's crucial to research reputable tour operators and follow their guidelines. Being aware of the environment and respecting the animal space is essential. What about you? Any concerns or precautions you would take?
I completely agree. In addition to ensuring the safety measures, I would also pack appropriate clothing, insect repellent, and sunscreen. It's essential to be prepared for the weather and the elements during the safari. What would be your dream moment on a safari?
My dream moment would be witnessing a lioness with her cubs in the wild. It must be a heartwarming sight and a reminder of the beauty and harmony of nature. What about you? Any specific wildlife encounter you'd love to experience?
I would be thrilled to witness the great migration of wildebeest and zebras. It's one of nature's most spectacular events, with thousands of animals crossing rivers and plains in search of greener pastures. I can only imagine the awe-inspiring sight. How about the accommodations during a safari?
There are various options for accommodations. From luxurious lodges with all the amenities to tented camps that offer a more immersive experience. It depends on your preferences and budget. Do you have a preference for the type of accommodation?
I think staying in a tented camp would add to the authenticity of the safari experience. Falling asleep to the sounds of nature and waking up to the breathtaking African landscape would be unforgettable. I can't wait to go on a safari someday.
It sounds like a dream come true. Exploring the vast savannas, spotting wildlife, and being immersed in the African wilderness. It's an adventure that would create memories to last a lifetime. I hope we both get to experience it one day.
Absolutely. Let's keep our safari dreams alive and work towards making them a reality. The wonders of Africa await us, and I'm excited about the possibilities.
Lesson 12: Efficient Train Schedules.
Hi Anna, have you ever noticed how frequently trains run during peak hours? It's impressive how they manage to maintain such a tight schedule.
Hi. Yes, it's fascinating how efficiently trains operate, especially during busy times. It's a testament to the well-planned transportation systems in place. Do you rely on trains for your daily commute?
Absolutely. Trains are my primary mode of transportation for work. I appreciate the convenience and reliability they offer. It's reassuring to know that there's a train every few minutes during peak hours. Have you ever experienced a crowded train?
Yes, I have. During rush hour, trains can get quite crowded. It's a common occurrence in busy urban areas. It's a good idea to plan your commute accordingly and be prepared for the crowds. How do you make your train rides more enjoyable?
To make my train rides more enjoyable, I usually bring a book or listen to music. It's a great way to relax and make the most of my commute. How about you? Any tips for making train rides more pleasant?
I find that having noise-canceling headphones can make a significant difference. They help block out the background noise and create a more peaceful atmosphere. Additionally, finding a comfortable spot to stand or sit can enhance the overall experience. Have you ever missed a train?
Yes, I've missed a train a couple of times due to unexpected delays or running a few minutes late. It can be frustrating, but I've learned to allow extra time for unforeseen circumstances. How about you? Any experiences with missed trains?
I've had a few close calls, but thankfully, I haven't missed a train yet. It's always a relief to make it on time and avoid the hassle of waiting for the next one. Is there a specific train route that you find particularly scenic?
The train ride along the coastline is breathtaking. The view of the ocean and the coastal landscapes is simply stunning. It's a treat for the eyes during the commute. Do you have any favorite train routes?
I enjoy the train route that passes through the countryside. The lush green fields, rolling hills, and quaint little towns make it a picturesque journey. It's like a scenic escape from the bustling city life. Have you ever encountered delays during your train rides?
Yes, delays are a part of train travel. Sometimes there are technical issues or unforeseen circumstances that cause disruptions. It's important to stay informed through announcements and be patient during such situations. How do you stay updated on train schedules?
I usually rely on mobile apps or websites that provide real-time train updates. They help me plan my journey better and stay informed about any delays or changes. It's a handy tool for commuters. Do you have any interesting train stories to share?
On one occasion, I met a fellow traveler on the train who shared their travel experiences and recommendations for places to visit. It was a delightful conversation that made the train ride more engaging. Have you had any memorable encounters on a train?
Lesson 13, Customer Acquisition Success.
Hi Anna, I heard you're launching a new business. Good luck with making new customers. Any strategies in mind to attract them?
Hi. Thank you. Yes, I have a few ideas to acquire new customers. I plan to offer special promotions and discounts to entice them to try my products. How about you? Any tips for attracting new customers?
Absolutely. Besides promotions, building a strong online presence through social media marketing and engaging with potential customers can be highly effective. It's all about creating awareness and building relationships. How do you plan to engage with your customers?
I'll be active on social media platforms, responding to comments and messages promptly. I also plan to integrate a live chat feature on my website to provide instant support and address any customer inquiries. How about you? How do you engage with your customers?
I find that sending personalized emails and newsletters to my customers helps in keeping them engaged. It's a great way to share updates, exclusive offers, and valuable content. Plus, it shows that you care about their needs. Do you have any specific target audience in mind?
Yes, I've identified my target audience based on their demographics and interests. By understanding their needs and preferences, I can tailor my marketing messages to resonate with them effectively. How about you? Who is your target audience?
My target audience consists of professionals in the technology industry. They are individuals who are seeking innovative solutions to enhance their productivity and efficiency. It's important to understand their pain points and offer solutions. How do you plan to measure your customer acquisition success?
I will track key metrics such as website traffic, conversion rates, and customer feedback. By analyzing these metrics, I can assess the effectiveness of my marketing efforts and make necessary adjustments to improve customer acquisition. How about you? How do you measure success?
In addition to the metrics you mentioned, I also monitor customer retention rates. It's important to not only acquire new customers but also retain them by providing excellent products and services. Repeat customers are a sign of success. Have you considered using any online advertising platforms?
Yes, I plan to leverage online advertising platforms like Google Ads and social media ads to reach a wider audience. These platforms offer targeting options that allow me to focus on specific demographics and interests. How about you? Any experience with online advertising?
I have used online advertising in the past. It can be a cost-effective way to reach a large audience and drive traffic to your website. It's important to create compelling ad content that grabs attention and encourages clicks. Are you planning any offline marketing strategies as well?
Yes, I believe in the power of offline marketing too. I plan to participate in local events, distribute flyers, and collaborate with complementary businesses to expand my reach. It's about creating multiple touchpoints for potential customers. How do you build trust with your customers?
Building trust is crucial. I focus on providing exceptional customer service, being transparent in my business practices, and delivering on my promises. It's important to establish a strong reputation and build long-term relationships with customers. How do you approach customer feedback?
Customer feedback is valuable. I actively encourage customers to provide feedback and listen to their suggestions and concerns. It helps me improve my products and services and shows that I value their opinions. How about you? How do you handle customer feedback?
I have a feedback form on my website, where customers can share their thoughts and experiences. I make sure to acknowledge their feedback promptly and take appropriate actions to address their concerns. It's all about continuous improvement.
Lesson 14, Fitness Tracking Fun.
Hi Anna, I recently started using a fitness tracker to track my workouts and steps. It's been quite interesting. Do you track your workouts too?
Hi. Yes, I track my workouts as well. It's a great way to monitor my progress and stay motivated. What features do you find most useful in your fitness tracker?
The step count and heart rate monitoring are the most useful features for me. It helps me keep track of my daily activity level and ensures that I'm maintaining a healthy heart rate during workouts. How about you? Which features do you rely on?
I find the sleep tracking feature quite interesting. It provides insights into my sleep patterns and helps me understand the quality of my sleep. It's important to get enough rest for overall well-being. Do you set any fitness goals for yourself?
Yes, I set fitness goals to challenge myself. It could be a specific number of steps to achieve each day or a target duration for my workouts. Setting goals keeps me motivated and focused. How about you? Do you have any fitness goals?
Absolutely. I set goals related to strength training and flexibility. I aim to increase the amount of weight I can lift or improve my flexibility in certain yoga poses. It gives me something to work towards. How do you stay motivated to reach your fitness goals?
To stay motivated, I find it helpful to track my progress and celebrate small achievements along the way. It gives me a sense of accomplishment and encourages me to keep going. Do you have any strategies to stay motivated?
Yes, I find it motivating to vary my workouts and try new exercises or fitness classes. It keeps things interesting and prevents boredom. Additionally, I enjoy working out with a friend or joining group fitness sessions for extra motivation. Have you ever participated in any fitness challenges?
Yes, I've participated in fitness challenges before. They're a great way to push yourself and stay accountable. Whether it's a step challenge or a specific fitness goal, it adds an extra level of excitement and motivation. How about you? Have you tried any fitness challenges?
I participated in a step challenge with my colleagues. We formed teams and competed to see who could achieve the highest number of steps collectively. It was a fun way to encourage each other and foster a healthy competition. Do you use any fitness apps alongside your fitness tracker?
Yes, I use a fitness app that syncs with my fitness tracker. It provides additional insights and allows me to track my workouts, set goals, and even join virtual fitness classes. It's a convenient way to have all my fitness data in one place. How about you? Any favorite fitness apps?
I use a similar fitness app. It has a wide range of workout programs and guided sessions that I find helpful. It's like having a personal trainer in my pocket. Do you find that using a fitness tracker has positively impacted your overall health?
Absolutely. Using a fitness tracker has made me more aware of my daily activity level and has encouraged me to be more active throughout the day. It's a great tool for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Have you noticed any health benefits from using a fitness tracker?
Lesson 15, Camping Gear Recommendations.
Hi Anna, I'm planning a camping trip and need some recommendations for camping gear. Do you have any suggestions?
Hi. Of course, I'd be happy to help. First, you'll need a sturdy tent that's easy to set up. Look for one with good waterproofing and enough space for your group. How many people are you camping with?
It will be a small group of 4. So, a tent that can comfortably sleep 4 people would be ideal. What other essential camping gear do you recommend?
Sleeping bags and sleeping pads are essential for a good night's sleep. Look for sleeping bags suitable for the expected temperature and choose sleeping pads for added comfort and insulation. They make a big difference. Any other gear you're looking for?
I'm also in need of a reliable camping stove for cooking meals. It should be portable, easy to use, and have good fuel efficiency. Any recommendations on camping stoves?
I recommend looking for camping stoves that use propane or butane fuel. Brands like Coleman and MSR offer reliable options that are suitable for various cooking needs. Don't forget to pack cookware and utensils too. What about lighting?
Good point. I'll need some reliable lighting options for the campsite. What do you suggest?
Headlamps are great for hands-free lighting. They're practical and convenient, especially when you need to move around at night. Additionally, bringing a lantern or two can provide ambient lighting for the campsite. Have you considered camp chairs?
Camp chairs would definitely be a nice addition for some comfortable seating. It's always nice to have a place to relax around the campfire. Are there any specific features or brands I should look for?
Look for camp chairs that are lightweight, foldable, and durable. Brands like Helinox and REI offer quality camp chairs that are popular among campers. Make sure they're comfortable too. Any other camping gear you need recommendations for?
Yes, I'm looking for a good cooler to keep food and drinks cold during the trip. It should have good insulation and be able to withstand outdoor conditions. What do you suggest?
Yeti and Coleman are known for their high-quality coolers. Look for coolers with thick insulation and strong construction. Consider the size you'll need based on the duration of your trip and the amount of food and drinks you'll be storing. Is there anything else you need advice on?
I think that covers the essentials. Thank you for your recommendations. I feel more prepared for my camping trip now. I appreciate your help.
Lesson 16, Fishing Frequency.
Hi Anna, how often do you plan on going fishing? I've been thinking about taking it up as a hobby.
Hi. That sounds exciting. I usually try to go fishing at least once a month. It's a great way to relax and enjoy nature. How about you? How often do you plan on going?
I'm thinking of going fishing once every couple of weeks. I want to dedicate enough time to improve my skills and explore different fishing spots. Do you have any tips for a beginner like me?
Absolutely. Firstly, make sure you have the right equipment, such as a fishing rod, reel, and tackle appropriate for the type of fishing you'll be doing. Secondly, learn some basic fishing techniques, like casting and reeling. Lastly, be patient and enjoy the process. It takes time to become a skilled angler. Have you decided on the type of fishing you want to try?
Thanks for the tips. I'm planning on starting with freshwater fishing in lakes and rivers. It seems like a good way to begin. Do you have a preference for freshwater or saltwater fishing?
Both freshwater and saltwater fishing have their own charm. However, I enjoy freshwater fishing more because it's more accessible to me. There are plenty of freshwater species to catch and it's a bit more tranquil. Have you considered getting a fishing license?
Yes, I'm aware that a fishing license is required in most places. I'll make sure to obtain the necessary license before I start fishing. It's important to follow the regulations and respect the environment. Any suggestions on finding good fishing spots?
Researching local fishing spots is a good place to start. Online forums, fishing websites, and local fishing clubs can provide valuable information about popular fishing spots in your area. You can also ask experienced anglers for recommendations. What kind of fish are you hoping to catch?
I'm open to catching different species. However, I'm particularly interested in catching basin trout. They seem to be challenging and exciting to reel in. Do you have any favorite fish to catch?
I enjoy catching trout as well. Their vibrant colors and spirited fights make for an exhilarating experience. Additionally, I find catfish fishing quite enjoyable. They can put up a good fight and grow to impressive sizes. Have you considered joining a fishing club or group?
Joining a fishing club or group is something I've been considering. It would be a great way to connect with other anglers, learn from their experiences, and possibly even participate in fishing competitions. Do you have any recommendations for finding fishing clubs?
Local tackle shops or fishing supply stores often have information about fishing clubs in the area. They can provide you with details about membership, events, and even connect you with other anglers. It's worth checking them out. How do you usually prepare for a fishing trip?
When preparing for a fishing trip, I make sure to pack essential items like sunscreen, insect repellent, snacks, and plenty of water. I also check the weather forecast and dress accordingly. It's important to be comfortable and protected while fishing. Do you have any rituals or superstitions related to fishing?
Lesson 17, Wildlife Encounter.
Hi Anna, I went on a hike yesterday and it was incredible. I saw so many animals. That sounds fun. Did you see any animals there?
Hi. That's amazing. Seeing wildlife during a hike is always a special experience. Yes, I spotted a deer and a family of squirrels during my last hike. It was quite delightful. What other animals did you come across?
It was truly thrilling. I saw a fox, a couple of rabbits, and even a bald eagle soaring above. The diversity of wildlife was impressive. Have you ever encountered any rare or exotic animals during your hikes?
I haven't come across any rare or exotic animals yet. However, I've heard stories of people spotting black bears, mountain lions, and even moose in certain areas. It would be incredible to witness such majestic creatures in the wild. Did you manage to capture any photos of the animals?
Yes, I was fortunate enough to capture a few photos. It's always a challenge to get close enough without disturbing the animals, but I managed to snap a few shots from a safe distance. It's important to respect their habitat. Have you ever had any close encounters with wildlife?
I've had a few close encounters. Once, while hiking in the mountains, I had a curious chipmunk approach me, hoping for a snack. It was quite amusing. Another time, I saw a snake slither across the trail. It's important to stay cautious and give animals their space. Do you have any tips for observing wildlife responsibly?
Absolutely. Observing wildlife responsibly is crucial for their well-being and our safety. It's best to keep a safe distance, use binoculars or a zoom lens for a closer look, and avoid approaching or feeding the animals. Respecting their natural behavior is key. Have you ever considered wildlife photography?
Wildlife photography is something I've thought about. It's a beautiful way to capture the essence of animals in their natural habitats. The patience and skill required to get the perfect shot is admirable. Do you have any recommendations for beginners interested in wildlife photography?
For beginners in wildlife photography, I suggest starting with a good telephoto lens. It allows you to capture detailed shots from a distance. Patience is key, as animals may not always be cooperative. Learning about animal behavior and habitats can also help you anticipate their movements. Have you ever participated in any wildlife conservation efforts?
I haven't personally participated in any wildlife conservation efforts, but I greatly admire those who do. There are various organizations and initiatives dedicated to preserving and protecting wildlife habitats. Supporting them through donations or volunteering is a meaningful way to contribute. Have you learned any interesting facts about the animals you encountered?
Yes, I've learned a few interesting facts. Did you know that foxes have exceptional hearing, which helps them locate prey beneath the snow? And bald eagles can reach speeds of up to 55 miles per hour while diving to catch fish? Nature is full of fascinating wonders. Is there a particular animal you hope to see in the future?
Lesson 18, Finding the Right Size.
Hi Anna, I need a new backpack for hiking, but I think I need a larger size. Do you have any recommendations?
Hi. Sure, let me check if we have a bigger size available. It's important to have a backpack that fits your needs and can carry all your essentials comfortably. What capacity are you looking for?
I think I need a backpack with a capacity of around 40 to 50 liters. I want to be able to carry enough gear and supplies for longer hikes. Do you have any tips on how to choose the right size?
Absolutely. When choosing a backpack, consider the length of your hikes and the amount of gear you typically carry. A larger capacity is suitable for multi-day trips, while a smaller one is sufficient for day hikes. It's also important to try on different backpacks to ensure a proper fit. Did you find a larger backpack?
Yes, I found a backpack with a 50-liter capacity. It seems to be the right size for my needs. I'll try it on to make sure it feels comfortable and distributes the weight evenly. Have you ever had any issues with backpack sizes?
I've had experiences with backpacks that were too small or too big. A backpack that is too small can be uncomfortable and restrict your ability to carry necessary items. On the other hand, a backpack that is too big can feel bulky and throw off your balance. It's important to find the right fit. What other features should I consider besides size?
Besides size, consider the backpack's features such as the number and placement of pockets, compression straps, and ventilation systems. These features can enhance the backpack's functionality and make your hiking experience more convenient. Did you find a backpack that meets your criteria?
Yes, I found a backpack with multiple pockets for organization, compression straps for load stability, and a mesh back panel for ventilation. It seems to meet my criteria. I'll give it a try and see how it feels when I pack it with my gear. Do you have any other recommendations for backpack selection?
Another recommendation is to check the backpack's durability and quality of materials. A sturdy backpack made of durable materials will withstand the rigors of hiking and last longer. It's worth investing in a high-quality backpack that will serve you well on your adventures. Is there anything else you need for hiking?
I think I have everything I need for hiking now. I have my new backpack, hiking boots, and other essential gear. I'm ready to hit the trails. If you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask. Are you excited to try out your new backpack?
I'm definitely excited to try out my new backpack. I can't wait to load it up with all my gear and head out on a challenging hike. It's important to have the right equipment too.
Lesson 19, Smart Spending.
Hi Anna, I've been trying to save money lately, and I realized I've been making some unnecessary expenses. Do you have any tips on how to cut back?
Hi. That's a great initiative. Cutting back on unnecessary expenses is a smart way to save money. One tip is to track your spending and identify areas where you can make adjustments. Have you noticed any specific expenses that can be reduced?
Yes, I realized I've been spending a lot on eating out. I enjoy trying new restaurants, but it's taking a toll on my budget. I think I need to start cooking more at home. Do you have any suggestions for affordable and delicious home-cooked meals?
Cooking at home is a wonderful way to save money. You can try preparing simple meals using fresh ingredients. There are many budget-friendly recipes available online that are both nutritious and delicious. It's a great opportunity to develop your cooking skills as well. Have you considered any other areas where you can cut back?
Another area I've identified is impulsive shopping. Sometimes I buy things on a whim without really needing them. I think I should be more mindful of my purchases and only buy what I truly need. Have you ever struggled with impulsive buying?
I can relate. Impulsive buying can be tempting, especially with online shopping being so convenient. One strategy to overcome this is to create a shopping list and stick to it. Take some time before making a purchase to evaluate whether it's a necessity or something you can do without. Have you tried any techniques to curb impulsive buying?
Yes, I've started implementing a technique called the 24-hour rule. Whenever I feel the urge to buy something impulsively, I wait for 24 hours. If I still want it after that time, I reconsider the purchase. It helps me differentiate between impulsive desires and genuine needs. Are there any other tips you can share for smart spending?
Another tip is to review your subscriptions and memberships. Sometimes we forget about recurring expenses that we no longer use or need. Take a look at your subscriptions and cancel any that are unnecessary. It's a simple way to free up some extra cash. Have you reviewed your subscriptions recently?
That's a great suggestion. I haven't reviewed my subscriptions in a while, but I'll definitely give it a try. It's easy to accumulate subscriptions over time and forget about them. I'm sure there are some that I can let go of and save some money. Thank you for the reminder. Do you have any other money saving ideas?
One more idea is to explore free or low-cost entertainment options. Instead of spending money on expensive outings, look for local events, parks, or community activities that offer free or affordable entertainment. It's a great way to have fun without breaking the bank. Have you discovered any enjoyable free activities in your area?
I haven't explored many free activities, but I'll definitely start looking for them. It's a wonderful way to enjoy leisure time without spending too much. I appreciate all the money saving tips you've shared. I'm excited to implement them and see the positive impact on my finances.